I don't know if you have seen the video the other day about a German Shepherd brutally attacking a little white dog in a London park. Now this is a trigger warning. If you don't want to see the next bit where the dog attacks that dog, skip past it. It is pretty vicious. But the reason why I want to cover it is because there's a few techniques used here in trying to get the dog attack to stop, and none of them are very successful. So the first one we see is someone throws water on the dog and it does absolutely nothing. And then they're just pulling at the dogs, which also doesn't do anything. And then there's someone who is super committed, and I really commend him for trying his hardest at putting his fingers up the dog's butt, which, by the way, is a method that is often recommended when you Google on how to break up a dog fight. So don't blame the guy for trying it. He probably read it somewhere, but man, it's a mess. Okay, and as you can see, even though he's trying so hard, it requires so much precision, and it didn't really get the results that they needed in the end. And the quickest way to break up a dog fight, how horrible it may sound, is by choking the dog out. Now I wanted to show you a quick way on how you can do that. Obviously, I can't choke my own dogs out, and I don't want to, but I can show you the mechanics of it. And what you need for it is just a leash. Yeah, and you can do it with a slip lead, a normal lead. If you wear a coat that has like a belt on it, you can use a belt. Anything that you can kind of tie something with. Yeah, and that is the quickest way to let a dog let go of another dog, and preventing them from jumping back onto the dog, and hopefully preventing bites on people going forward as well. So alright, let's have a look how we do that. So you're gonna need something like a slip lead, like I have right here. So you can either actually use the part of the slip, yes, or if this was a normal lead, you could go through the handle, and then you create a slip lead from that. Okay, all right. Then you grab the dog that is doing the biting. You put the leash over, either if it's a slip lead, right? Or, yeah, so say it's a normal lead. You put it under the dog's neck. You loop it through the handle that you put your hand through usually. And you move it as far up, as close to the dog's ear as possible, see? And then you're going to pull up. Yeah, and you're going to hold until the dog lets go or passes out. Yeah, now, good boy. So you're gonna hold and pull up, and you just keep pulling until the dog just has to let go. So we don't go until the dog dies. The moment you release, oxygen comes back and the dog comes back. You know, it's kind of like jiu-jitsu where you do a chokehold. That's what we're practicing on the dog. Obviously, no one will ever want to do this to their dog. No one enjoys this. This is a horrible part of dog ownership that hopefully you will never have to experience. But it's important that you have seen what you need to do in case emergency hits. So it's always worth it to carry an extra leash with you just in case of emergency. Or, you know, most of these are super small. You can fit them pretty much everywhere. And you'll never know when you're going to need it. All right, I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.